Sorry, my batteries died. Anyways, what I was saying is, coming from right here, that loop is important because what I did from the front is I tied about a 3-foot cord out of that loop. On each side that loop is there. So I had 2 cords coming I could hold straight out. And when I came up front with the handlebars and the tarps, I was able to hold those in place, bring those cords up and over, underneath the handlebars, back around, and then with another loop I had tied in that line, I was able to grab it, pull it back, and tie it off. Same thing both sides. So now you have a very sturdy setup that's not going to shake around. Everything has to be shake tested because when you're off-road, everything's just going like this all the time. You're not paying attention to your gear, you're paying attention to the trail. And if any of this shakes loose, one time I had to hike quite a ways back up into the trail to find a tent that was right in front of my eyes, and I lost it. Didn't even know because I was paying attention to the trail in front. So from the here you can kind of see how that sits. Okay, now obviously it's squishing the cables a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It may need some very slight adjustments to your shifting, but you want to make sure your brakes work freely and both your shifters work very freely. You don't want any hang-ups there. Okay, here I usually don't have a water bottle. I actually have a tool kit with my spare tire or whatnot, tire changing tools. Zip ties are really important to keep in there. Another interesting thing is I actually, this probably looks why would I do that? But when I'm going down a steep grade, it gives me the clearance I need to be able to get back behind my seat so that I can change my center of gravity and stay comfortable there. This is actually very light, so I'm not creating any problems really by having it back. The trail we're going on may have a tree or two down, we don't know, so rather than put my saw away, I keep it handy so that I can cut stuff out of the way if I need to. Each of my 2 back panniers here, I've got them very secure. If I had to run a line around this way, I would. I can't have them shaking around a lot. One, is hard on my rack, and my panniers, 2, it could affect my balance. They're also stuffed tight. Nothing's going to be jiggling around in there because everything's going to be shaking around very aggressively, probably. So, let's see. The tarp I wrapped up with my sleep pad and my chair in it, tied that in itself, and then tied that to my rack. That way nothing's going to be prone to wiggle loose. Okay. I've got most of my cooking stuff and my food in this pannier, and I've got a sleeping bag. I've got a little bit of dry kindling and a ground cover for that tent there in this bag. However a person chooses to divide that up is kind of personal choice depending on how much their particular gear weighs. That's not so much important. For me in my backpack, I've got my buck knife, my other knife, my personal hygiene, first aid kit, a lot of that little stuff that I may want access to I just kept in my backpack here. Medication, things like that. So I don't know. Oh, one other key point in winter camping. I mean, there's just a lot more gear we take in winter camping, but here I'm taking some, they're not cycling shoes in the least form of the word, but once I'm up there, these are okay to cycle in. They're not the most efficient, but once I'm up there, these are the man's best friend. So I'll be taking 2 hiking, waterproof hiking boots with me, and I'll be pedaling on those and using these pedals rather than cycle pedals, of course. They've got little studs in there. So yeah, I think that's about it. I got my water filtration system in here, spare water bottles in here, and okay, that's my setup. Looking at it from behind, quite bulky, but it's sturdy. Okay, that's how I off-road cycle camp. Bye.